Bradley, second defence of your British welterweight title against Shayne Singleton. Looking at your sparring today, it's all gone well in camp.
It's been great, Steve. Yeah, just this is my last spar tonight now, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting what I've done in the gym on show on the 2nd of June.
When we spoke to you several months ago, you seemed a little bit angry that Shayne had been made mandatory and then he pulled out. What are your feelings now?
Yeah, it's the fact that this fight should have happened in October. No fault of mine. It got postponed to November. Then Shayne still went ahead and boxed on the October date against someone who he should be winning hands down, and got himself dropped in a draw. And that's what I was angry with, because it could have messed up. Well, it did, because then a week later he pulled out the fight. So then in stepped John Fane, and I think it's a better fight. I mean, give me a good fight. That was my first defence, and then ever since it's just been put back, and now finally getting it on. That's how it all started.
Is there a lot of frustration in there?
I'm sick of his name, to be honest, Steve. Like I say, since October we should have got it on, and yeah, it's just been postponed and dates changed, and I just want to get out of the way. He's the mandatory. He's someone I have to defend against him and beat to win it outright. So it feels like it's been holding me back a bit.
So is it one more after this to win it outright?
One more after this, yeah, and then it's mine to keep.
So the board have ordered you to fight Dow Evans, I understand,
that's correct.
The winner of this fight.
Yeah, that's correct, because he boxed the final eliminator against Mike Tao, and then obviously the tragedy happened there with Mike, and so Dow's been waiting patiently. So it's only right he gets his chance to fight. So
obviously looking ahead towards the end of the year next year, you must be I'm guessing, do you want to give up the British title?
I want to move on then, Steve. Yeah, it's something that I want outright. It's the belt I want, and everyone's asking me, you should be moved on by now, and you should have done it by now. But it's the British title. I want to keep it. I want to win it outright. I want to make them 3 successful defences. After I've won it outright, I will be moving on. And
I think it says the company you've been keeping and beating, that your career best performance, arguably, against Sam Egginson, and he's gone and won the European title.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done well. He was doing well before I beat him. He was beating good names and beating them well, and then he come up short against me, and I thought I boxed really well that night, and it proved I was levels above. And then he's gone on to beat the likes of Frankie Gavin, stopping him, stopping Paul Malignaggi, now just stopping the European champion, winning that. So when I look on and see that, I know what level I'm at, and to be honest, I'm past that level. So I'll really be after the British title. I know it might sound a bit big-headed, but I want to get the big fights, and I want to get some. I'm not saying I'm going to be fighting the world champions, but I want to dip my feet in world level and get some good names and some good fights to put me in good stead to then go on and fulfil my dream of winning the world title.
We have been a professional also 6.5 years now, so exactly. It really, is it now or never?
It's time now, definitely, Steve. Yeah, I've done it the right way. I've not rushed. I've not been one to rush. I've had the right fights and got them at the right time, and I think definitely now get this British title outright, and I'm ready to go then.
Of the welterweight, the elite welterweights, who's the one you look at and you think, I could beat him?
They're a level above at the minute, I'd say, all of them, but the biggest fight out there for me is I'd say Pacquiao. People might say I'm mad, but Pacquiao's the one I look at and think he's the oldest, he's coming to the end of his career, and he's tiny. And to be honest, his last few performances haven't been outstanding and anything to look at and think, wow, he's the old Pacquiao. So he's the one I've been looking at, thinking that one, that's a massive name. 2, it's a massive fight, and I jump at the chance to get it.
Obviously, you fancy your chances, obviously, from speaking to you about Manny Pacquiao, but who would be the one who would give you the most nightmares when you went to bed at night?
I think that the ones fighting this weekend, Kell Brook and Errol Spence, they're 2. Kell, I've always said, I've said it from the start of my career. I watch Kell, and I think he's a great fighter, and I think he's definitely one of the top ones to look out for. Like Errol Spence, he's young, he's up and coming, he's hungry. He's going to be in a great fight. The likes of Keith Thurman, I was look at Keith Thurman. he's a great champion. Have a good win over Danny Garcia. But yeah, I'd say the ones to definitely watch is Brooke and Errol Spence.
And of course, are you going to shove against Shayne Singleton while you're one to watch?
100%. He's going to know that he's in with a world-class fighter on the night. Like I say, I'm not talking out of turn. I'm not being disrespectful, but I'm a level above Shayne Singleton, and I can't be talking about going on and mixing at world level if I can't do a good job on Shayne Singleton.